I'm not gonna lie, trying to learn multiple languages is tough. Um, because like every language has a different way of speaking, right? So, but like once you get to it, right? Like it's a good asset, right? Because some languages kind of have the same thing. Like, so you could kind of bypass or talk to a different language. So like let's say Italian, like you could use some of the words from Spanish. It's not gonna be word for word, right? But it's gonna be something better than nothing compared to like just plain English, right? Because like the sounds and stuff, you would be like, oh wait, they're talking about fruit or something like that. Compared um to like when you're not like Duolingo um it's gonna be like a lot more difficult. And apparently it's like more of a like more of a psychological thing. Like you could try to keep learning it, but it's like because you think you can't learn it, you won't learn it. I was trying to learn Japanese, Korean, Hangul, Kanakta and stuff like that, but like I was just like, I don't really have a use for it. So it's like I don't have people who talk the language. It's a lot more easier when you have people who talk the language around you. Because for the longest time, that's why my Spanish is so messed up. Uh I was not encouraged in school to talk in Spanish. Because they don't want you to talk in a different language, right? In my school, like the school I went in, I don't know if it changed throughout the years, right? But like in my school, for example, right, I was literally said like you're not allowed to talk in Spanish because everyone needs to know what you're saying, right? So um I what's it called, yeah, I know, and I kept trying to tell y'all for that, but y'all, it's because first of all, like if a teacher can't understand what they're saying, then it's just like, oh, well, how can they get in trouble if I don't even know what they're saying in Spanish or something like that? I don't know, but it is pretty messed up to say that. Anywho, regardless, right? During my like elementary to middle school years, my one school wasn't allowed to talk Spanish, right? So I didn't bother really trying to learn it. The thing is, my family is a multilingual family because my grandma only knows Spanish and my mom knows both, so does my bro. So but I have the most botched up Spanish because I wasn't really allowed to use Spanish when I was in school, and so I was kind of afraid to learn it or even try to attempt it because it felt like I wasn't encouraged to use it. So then later down the line, I kept trying to learn it. I tried learning it in Spanish in like high school, in college. I don't really like using like the writing style of it. Um, the writing style is reversed from like how it's learned over here, so that's something I get irritated by myself. But like, I guess I could just deal with it low key. Like I don't know if I see it. That's why some of the words is kind of confusing to me. Seeing some of these words be mad confusing. But at the same time, is that it's like I don't know. That's why it's like it's like also having a friend group, right? You'll have certain friend groups who know a language and they will tell you about the language, and it's like much easier to talk in that language if you have a group who will keep using that language. But if you don't, then it's like it's the environment essentially, right? So if you're forced to speak it, then it's like a lot easier than if you don't. And that's why it's kind of tough for me to like try to get out of my comfort zone and learn other ones, because it's like I don't really have a need to. So yeah, exactly. It's like when you don't really have a need, or you don't have like the what's it called? Not even the need, encouragement, or another way to do it, right? You're just like, what's the point of doing this? You're just like, well, why am I even learning this? So you have to kind of have a passion for it. And like, things I don't like. Okay, I hate Rosetta Stone. I'm gonna be so for. I finna hate Rosetta Stone, right? As someone who spoke Spanish, I hate Rosetta Stone with the passion when we had to use it, because it can't, if the word isn't perfect, if you don't say the word perfectly, then it's gonna make you stuck in the same place and you can't progress. And like, you shouldn't really be focusing on perfection when learning language. Like, yeah, it's good to like focus on it, but it's like getting to the basis of it. And that's why I kind of hated Rosetta Stone. It's like any tiny thing you said is like, no, it's wrong. It's like, oh my goodness. So yeah, I finna hate that. I think it's weird though, because like, you watch Japanese subtitle and stuff, and you kind of pick up a little bit of Japanese, but you don't really pick up too much of it, because it's like you're not actually talking to someone in Japanese, right? Like, if you took off subtitles, you're like, what are they saying? But like, if you have someone you could actually chat to in real life or something, or like an environment about it, so it's gonna be so much interesting. It's gonna be much more interesting than to do it by yourself. So but I did have a discussion with someone about this, right? It was like, hey, you have to kind of put yourself in an environment. But I was like, some people literally just cannot learn. I think it's literally some people cannot, right? I feel like that's some cases, right? So, but other people don't feel that. They think it's just like they choose not to learn. So I was just like, I don't know. It really just, to me, I feel like it really all depends. So to each their own, right? But yeah, what do you guys think about that? I can't watch novellas because of how corny they are. Though that's my issue. That's crazy. That's insane. They are corny though. I'm not gonna lie, they so corny. But that's kind of the appeal of it. That's kind of the appeal of novellas. I'm not gonna lie. Half of the fun with novellas is how corny they is. Like, literally, you don't watch a novella for it to be like good. Like, my grandma be watching novellas and it'd be the same plot over and over. It's kind of like the same low-key though with K-dramas. Like, the K-dramas be having the same stinking plot, right? Especially if there's a romance drama, and half the time, or 75% of the time, the male lead or female lead is gonna pick the first girl they see or first guy they see, right? Is not gonna be the second person, but you still watch it because you want to know what happens throughout the story. I think it's a bit different when it comes to K-dramas because it's like 16 episodes. However, novellas are like 100 plus episodes. I kid you not. I'll be like, dang, and they're not like 20 minutes long. They're like 40 minutes to an hour long. I'll be like, what the turn was my grandma watching? Literally, oh my goodness, me. If I try explaining the plot to you guys, you would be like, what the turd? Oh my goodness, there's this one show. It's literally called La Rosa de Guadalupe, right? And everything's horrible until like the last 5 to 10 minutes of that show, and then it wraps up like perfectly. But like, literally it'd be like, oh my goodness, right? This is what it is, right? This is how it goes, right? It'd be like, oh my goodness, I can't believe Fernando just left me. It'd be like, don't worry, just pray to Mary, everything will be okay. And then like she'll get beaten up, she'll get robbed, she'll lose one of her kids, something like that, right? Everything's happening. And then in the last 5 minutes, it'd be like, actually, my kid is alive. Or some kind of weird thing happens. It's like, actually, my kid was alive this whole time. Oh my goodness, wait a second. Fernando returned. It'll be some kind of crazy thing. I'm like, wait a second. No, wait, hold up. And the worst part of it, chat, is like, back then, because this show's been on forever. back then, my friend and I, yo, no, it's just like for the thrills of it though. It'd be for the thrills of it though. It's like kind of like when you watch them TikTok like Chinese dramas or something, those like short dramas that be appearing. You're like, what the turn is happening? And you're like, this is so stupid. And you're just like, it's only gonna be a minute though, and that's not a minute because it's actually there's a whole other like story you have to find out later on, and you're like, dang it. Anywho, so I don't know. It just really depends. It's just like those short form videos, right? And you find out there's like so many more first. It's like, bruh. So anywho, the point is like the short form videos that like it's like the woman goes and finds out that the baby's not really her baby, is actually a baby of someone else's, and so now this baby is not hers and she has to fight for this baby. And it's like, what the turn is happening, right? So then, but like you also have that with American dramas too. Like you have that like Gossip Girl, or was it Gossip Girl? No, Gilmore Girl. So yeah. And it's like, yeah, like it to like someone who's like on the other side, they're like, what is this? This is mad corny, right? But they'll still probably watch it too. They'll still probably watch it. And like the thing with like all that is just like, it's just something to kind of just go through the time, I guess. I don't know. It's so goofy though. It's so funny. It's so funny. That's the thing of it. It's just so funny. So like, yeah, it's so goofy, but like it's just so funny. So yeah, more of the story, just like watch a whole bunch of K-dramas and some novellas, and you probably learn some language in JK. I don't know. I think though, like Korean dramas, literally I had to give up watching Korean dramas. I gave up watching Korean dramas for like 5 years because I would like be like, I bet you this was the real daughter all along. And they're like, how you know that? I was just like, I could call it. It's like, I bet you she's gonna end up with the guy, but there's gonna be like a misunderstanding. How do you know that? Oh no, kind of part of the plot. So no, I'm not over exaggerating. I'm not over. It be the same thing over and over again. But the thing is, especially if you're new to K-dramas, it's gonna be like a whole new experience. If you never seen K-dramas or something like that, it feels like a whole new experience every time. So that's why people keep, it's like, it's literally like if you watch like any American show, right? And it'd be the same thing over and over again, but you still watch it anyways. It's so goofy, but you're still gonna watch it. You're still gonna watch it. That's why it cracks me up. Oh my goodness, man.